Youth Dynamix focuses quite strongly on the youth market. We look at anyone in the age of 24, focusing quite strongly on developing markets. We've seen developing market youth be quite different to developed market youth. And really in terms of how we work is we do a lot of research in the youth market. We believe in a solid base and understanding on the youth market and what the youth market is about. By immersing ourselves into the youth market through research, we develop a lot of strategies, brand strategies and category insights and consumer insights, and then obviously marketing strategies, and then obviously put together a lot of marketing campaigns from ideation right through into implementation. In terms of the youth market today, they are a very different consumer generation than any generation we've seen before, and from a youth point of view, they are a community of trendsetters. They are the people that we look up to, that we look to understand what is happening in the technological space. They also are catalysts in society in terms of where technology today is going, and again, we're taking a lot of cues of what we're doing on technology from the youth point of view. And they're also consultants in the family. Our research shows that 35% of influence within the family comes from the youth that are actually within that family environment. And from an early adopter point of view, they're starting to adopt technology from a toddler age group point of view, right through to becoming fickle technology users when they're tweens and teens. Your 9 to 15-year-old age group is probably the most fickle target market that you'll ever deal with. And then your 16 to 24s are really multitaskers, they're authors, they're creators, they're wanting to actually hold the tools in their hands and give you their opinion. From a trends point of view, youth today are obviously living very fast-paced lives. If anyone wants to take a guess in terms of how many ads they're exposed to on a daily basis. Per day, 110 ads, just ads, no brand messages, just ads. About 40,000 adverts in a year, which is a lot. Brand messages, about 3,000 to 5,000. In terms of changing family structures, they're given a lot more responsibilities. From a technological point of view, they're making the decisions in the households on DVD players, the TV sets that are being bought, the cell phones that parents are choosing. Okay, so the first trend I'd like to go through is technological revolution and technology fueling the instant gratification nature. It's very much about today, the now, I want it all today. It's very much about immediacy. They also have obviously very low attention spans, and it's very much a remote control culture. It's about flicking through channels, picking through websites, selecting various messages that are most engaging to them. Is it your brand message or not? In terms of cell phones, why are cell phones so important? To the youth markets, they are literally insatiable. They are, if they could be attached to their bodies, they would attach them surgically to their bodies. They're very much about mobile energy. Youth are seeking out the most sophisticated handsets. It's all about how many things they can do on their handsets, what their handsets look like, it's all about the image, and they're using on average 7 to 8 applications on their cell phones. And it's very much about two-way communication. And they're uber indulged. They love money, they love brands, it's all about a bling culture, and very much have the importance of and social standing that social networking provides them in this particular generation. And from a technological and internet point of view, obviously they're taking a huge amount of cues from international brands. They know about international brands. They have the same expectations as global youth from a brand point of view. And then it's very much about instant gratification and a now generation. Then they're well connected. In terms of Mixit, 1 in 2 13 to 15-year-olds is using Mixit. Again, that's half of them that are using Mixit. 34% of 7 to 15-year-olds send 1 to 5 SMSs per day. And then it's very much about a me-centric generation. What's in it for me, really, at the end of the day? How can your technology, your brand, your communication help me? Okay, just some new rules in terms of marketing. It's all about community, building communities. What are we doing from a brand point of view to allow them to actually build communities? It's all about contribution. What contribution can you get them to make? They are desperate for an opportunity to contribute. They want to have a say. They want to tell you what they think. give them the platforms. It's also all about a conversation. They're expecting two-way dialogue. How does your brand become part of the conversation? How do we encourage the youth to use our brands in their daily conversations? How do we become more talked about? How do we build better relationships with the youth? And it's not just about, as I say, putting things up on certain types of social media and expecting them to come there. It's very much more about engaging with them in a conversation on an ongoing basis. Most popular content downloads or content shared amongst friends is music, 78%, followed by ringtones at 54% and photos at 50%. And then in terms of Bluetooth, from a young adult point of view, 29% of them are using it at least once a week, and 20% of them are using it at least 2 to 3 times a week. And that's, again, all about content and sharing. Also, it's all about choices. How do we stand out from the millions and millions of choices that they have available? Okay, and then just in terms of multisensorial, children generally are more multisensory than adults, but technology has given them that additional multisensorial sort of edge. They're expecting to interact with more than one sense. They are very tactile. If you think about phones, it's all about what you see, what you hear. It's also about SMSing, it's very tactile. So they're expecting multisensorial content and conversations. Okay, and then just really in terms of moving forward from a marketing point of view, the 4 Ps have really changed to become the 4 Es. It's very much not about the product anymore. It's very much more about the experience, providing them with a holistic experience. Moving from place to every place. You don't know where they are. A lot of the time they're moving around. How many different touch points are you connecting with your particular target market? It's very much about looking at a 360-degree campaign and having as many different types of places to connect with the youth market. And it's also about exchange. It's not so much about price, but very much about the value that your consumer gives to you. So the attention that they give to you or your communications, the engagement, or the amount of permission they give you. And then lastly, it's just really all about evangelism. It's about inspiring the youth so that they're engaging with your particular brand, and obviously that enthusiasm that they feel for your brand, hopefully, and the emotions that they feel to sharing it with their friends, whether it's on or offline.
So we're very niche. We focus on students, we focus on universities. Should I create my own social networking website? When clients ask me whether they should create their own site, I often say to them, what is your core business, or what business are you in? Unless you're Facebook, you're not in the social networking business. Brands should tap into well-established digital platforms that already contain markets that they want to target. How integrated is your online campaign? And the best way I can demonstrate online integration is the Smirnoff Spin brand ambassador campaign that we run on behalf of Brand House. Every year Smirnoff go to campus to recruit the coolest, hottest and most influential students on campus. And they contact them to become brand ambassadors for them on campus, to represent the brand of Smirnoff Spin. These ambassadors host and infiltrate the hottest parties on campus throughout the year and also drive volumes of the product. So media on campus, such as illuminated notice boards, posters, campus radio, is used to create the excitement that Smirnoff Spin has arrived. So that's how it starts. The brand ambassadors create hype on the ground via peer-to-peer channels, and they hand out business cards to drive students on campus to join the online community. So this online community is a branded Spin community that's hosted within Student Village. By being part of the online community, students can stand a very strong chance of attending these parties, and every student wants to attend these parties throughout the year. Should I create my own WAP or Mobi site? So the student that's on campus that sees this billboard can register on their cell phone straight away and not have to wait to get to the computer labs. This kind of instant gratification definitely has value, especially on campus. So it just says here that students can register by going to the website pocket.mobi, and they can do it right there and then. Okay, how can I best use SMS? We found SMS to be most effective when it's used as part of an effective integrated campaign, and especially to drive students to events on campus. The poster which you see on the left there shows two things. It shows an internet site, it shows a website as well, where students register to be part of this conference. And what we found this year is that the take-up on mobiles increased by 40%. So we're getting 40% more registrations coming on the cell phone than we are via the website. And to end it off, once students are chosen, they then receive their invitation, and all further correspondence is done by SMS.